Hey friends, you are watching a new chapter, so don't forget subscribe this channel more update. In this video, this is a world where elements of virtual gaming have merged with reality. Various new professions have evolved, and people can change their professions to gain more powerful abilities. There are countless ruins and dungeons, numerous mysterious realms, and monsters. In turn, individuals can also obtain experience points, materials, and even equipment to strengthen themselves by hunting monsters. However, no matter how fierce the monsters are, they pale compared to that awe-inspiring existence of mysterious yet rare, powerful like a deity. We see the third school of the Dragon Kingdom, where the master asks everyone to pay attention, because today is the awakening ceremony of these students, and this ceremony is related to their ability as well as their future. The master encourages all the students and says, although, in theory, the result of profession awakening is randomly determined, as long as you have strong determination, each one of you can awaken a combative profession. RMC is also sitting among these students who has been waiting for this awakening ceremony for a long time. There is a little tension on his face along with happiness because the day has come which he has been eagerly waiting for. The name of RMC is Lu Fan, a person who has transmigrated to this world 3 years ago from a blue planet. During these 3 years in this world, RMC has gained a fairly clear understanding of this world. There are many kinds of professions in this world which can be roughly categorized into 3 types. At the top are combative professionals, which include warriors, mages, archers. Friends, if you like this chapter, then hit the like button and so on. They use powerful abilities to explore unknown realms, obtain equipment, and receive generous rewards. This profession is most coveted. Next are the reinforcing professionals, such as enchanters, alchemists, and the like. They can create special items with powerful effects. However, since purchasing materials incur significant expenses, generally without the support of a large family, it is simply not possible to nurture any decent reinforcing professional. Lastly, at the bottom of the pyramid are subsistence professions such as chefs, herbalists, miners, etc. These professions are the future for the majority of people, ordinary individuals who work hard and strive to make a living. Lu Fan remembers his aunt because his aunt is also a cook who pays for Lu Fan's education through her small steam bun shop. Lu Fan's aunt is just 8 years older than him, yet she supports Lu Fan financially without any discrimination. To survive in this world and provide a good life to his aunt, Lu Fan thinks of combat professional awakening. Lu Fan is thinking about all these things when suddenly a call comes on the teacher's phone. On hearing which, he says, "I have understood." As soon as he disconnects the call, he gets excited and says to all the students, "Students, I just received news that the awakening platform has been built, and the awakening ceremony is about to begin." As soon as the students heard this, they shouted with excitement, and they all got up from their seats and started running towards the awakening ceremony area. Although our hero is still sitting on his seat, but looking at his face, it seems that he has seen something which has surprised him. All the students have gone out. The teacher comes to Lu Fan and asks him, "Lu Fan, what happened? Has anything gone wrong?" RMC is the top student of his section, so the teacher tells him not to worry too much. RMC is not paying attention to the teacher's words because his attention is on the system notification, where finally he has activated the system. This system is the treasure map system. RMC is very surprised to see that. However, the teacher calls out to him, "Lu Fan, are you listening to me?" Seeing no response, he hits the desk hard, due to which Lu Fan's attention gets diverted and he looks at the teacher in front of him in surprise. As soon as RMC regains consciousness, he starts running towards the awakening ceremony without saying anything to the teacher and says, "Sorry teacher, I have to go." While heading towards the ceremony area, RMC had a lot of questions in his mind, but first of all he was happy that he had finally activated the system, and a transmigrator cannot live without the system. And lastly, he is troubled by the question of what this system does. But before all this, the most important thing was to go to the awakening ceremony. Here, many students have reached the area of awakening ceremony to complete their awakening process. There are thousands of students here. One of them says, "Is this the awakening crystal? I have seen it for the first time." There are many students. Everyone has different thoughts because they are kind of nervous. The students were so loud that the principal asked them all to remain quiet. I think he is the principal, whoever he is, but right now nothing can be said as he is standing on the stage. Who knows, he could also be the person organizing the awakening ceremony. At last, we see RMC, who comes forward from the crowd. When he was pushing through the crowd and coming forward, the students next to him were talking about their talent awakening. A student says, "How would it be if I awaken the hidden combative profession? Thousands of people will praise me." Hearing his words, the other student says, "Dude, you're sleep talking in broad daylight. Hidden combative professions are rare in the entire School. I will pray to my ancestors if I could just end up with a subsistence profession. Then after this, the school headmaster introduces everyone to the priest standing next to him, says that this is the priest who will host your awakening ceremony, and the awakening ceremony is going to start. After listening to them, Liu Fan thinks that these are the people who have organized the awakening ceremony. He is thinking after feeling the power of the priest. A priest, the aura of a combative professional is truly different. Such a domineering aura. I wish I could awaken such a presence. However, suddenly Liu Fan gets a notification where he has found a new skill of Eye of Appraisal. Liu Fan is a little worried after seeing this skill. Then, he checks the notification to get information about the skill, where as soon as he checks it, all the details of the priest standing in front of him start showing. Along with the priest's level, his net worth income is also being shown in the window. As soon as Liu Fan's eyes fall on the priest's income, he is completely surprised that 5 million dragon coins. However, suddenly, the headmaster shouts and asks everyone to remain calm. Friends, if you want more updates of this chapter, then subscribe as soon as the students calm down, he says. Whoever's name will be called, please come on the stage. And here our MC is still surprised to see the priest's income because he is comparing the priest's income with his aunt's income. That no matter how much my aunt earns throughout her life, she will not be able to add so much money. Student Zhang Tao is the first to be called on the stage for the awakening ceremony. Hearing Zhang Tao's name, all the students started whispering among themselves. Zhang Tao, isn't he the top student in our section? I wonder if he will awaken as a combative professional. So the second student listens to the first student and says, you bet. All his attributes are so freaking high. You should know that although awakenings are mostly random, the higher one's attributes, the more likely one can awaken as a combative professional. The female student has gone crazy after seeing this boy. She is shouting and telling him that she loves him. Zhang Tao comes on the stage and stands very close to the crystal. The priest standing next to him starts doing his work. He activates the awakening crystal through his magic. And after some time, Zhang Tao's talent comes in front of everyone. A fireball comes out from the crystal, which is his awakening talent. This talent of Zhang Tao forces the students to talk to each other again. A student shouts and says it's fireball. He must have awakened pyromancer talent. His talent is quite good. Seeing this, the students start praising Zhang Tao that he has really done it. He has become a combative professional. At this time, some students are jealous of Zhang Tao and some are thinking about his future, that his future is going to be very good. Zhang Tao, who is still standing on the stage, has a fireball in his hands and is showing his talent on the stage with full attitude. Girls start shouting that Zhang Tao is very handsome, and some girls are even asking him to go on a date. Our MC is also surprised to see this student because he is thinking that if I too get such talent, then I will say goodbye to my bad life and live a good life. There was so much noise here that the headmaster shouted again and asked everyone to remain quiet. After this, different students came for awakening. Some found their family awakening talent and some found something else. Herbalist, tailor, miner, many students got such talent because this is the family business of some of them. Some are happy to get their respective family business talents while some are more sad because they were all thinking of getting combat awakening. Seeing the sad students, Liu Fan says, it seems that combative professions are indeed the minority and the majority still end up with subsistence professions. Fire mage, lighting mage, many students found different awakening talents, while some students' awakening talents were quite bad so that they are disappointed. Awakening as a combative profession signifies unlimited possibilities for the future. While most people awaken as subsistence professionals, they are destined to live an ordinary life. Seeing RMC, a student says, well, this time the result is quite good. Then he shows a girl to RMC that look over there, Lai Ping, who is in section 3. Her family was already struggling, and now she had awakened as a reinforcing professional who would need a lot of money to nurture. It would have been better for her to awaken as a subsistence professional. She could have at least gained some specialized skills. Seeing that girl, RMC thinks that my family is also struggling. If I get a reinforcing profession before he can think anything further. He is called on the stage. His name is called a couple of times that Liu Fan of Area 25 should quickly come on the platform. As soon as Liu Fan hears his name, he starts going towards the stage. Seeing him going, some girls say that this young boy is also quite handsome. I wonder what profession he will awaken. Our MC has come on the stage. He places his hand on the crystal and thinks that it is useless to be nervous at this time. He encourages himself. Our MC puts his hands on the crystal and the priest starts his work. However, after some time we see a scary eye that is staring at our MC. It's a dragon's eye. As soon as this scary eye appears here, the entire area here has changed. The entire atmosphere in the sky here has turned red. The earth itself also starts shaking. All the students present here get scared. What is happening? Why is the earth shaking on its own, and what happened to the sky? Then suddenly a golden-colored light falls on RMC from the sky, and everyone is surprised to see it. As soon as the light falls on RMC, a shadow dragon comes out of his body. The dragon has surrounded the entire area. It is much bigger in appearance, and its color is red. In a way it is a shadow, yet its glimpse looks very scary. At this time, lightning is roaring in the sky. The dragon, which is very big, has surrounded the entire sky. All the students seeing it start saying, "A dragon?" Lu Fan's awakening actually summoned a dragon. Wow, this is a phenomenon that only occurs when a hidden profession appears. Hidden profession. Is it for real? At this time the dragon is roaring. Due to the pressure of its roar, the people standing there are having difficulty in standing properly. A female teacher, seeing Lu Fan's awakening, tells Lu Fan's class teacher, "Teacher Lai, your section actually produced the first hidden professional in our school. Well done." At this time, Lu Fan's class teacher is sweating on his face because he too is very surprised to see Lu Fan's hidden professional awakening. Lu Fan's class teacher is surprised because the talent that Lu Fan has awakened is similar to the Dragon Blood Warrior talent. He says with excitement that he can create history by becoming the new powerhouse of the Dragon Kingdom. The class teacher is very happy at this time because according to him no one has awakened the Dragon Blood Warrior in 10 years. Meanwhile, the teacher wonders if Lu Fan is related to him. However, suddenly the dragon that was on the stage starts coming at full speed to re-enter Lu Fan's body. Due to its speed, the air pressure of the entire area had increased a lot, and as soon as it entered Lu Fan's body, there was an explosion, due to which there was dust there. As soon as the dust clears, the headmaster quickly comes to Lu Fan and asks in all haste, "Kid, which profession did you awaken? Is it Dragon Blood Warrior or Davad Invok Mage?" Lu Fan, who was completely calm after listening to him, gets disappointed and says, "I am a dragon tamer." Everyone present there gets completely disappointed after hearing about this awakening, as if dragon tamer is some bad awakening. At this moment, Lu Fan is standing on the stage completely disappointed, and all the students present there are also disappointed after hearing this. Then the headmaster says angrily, "How could the outcome of such a grand spectacle be? The most worthless profession, dragon tamer." So friends, chapter ends here. Now what will happen next, we will know in the next chapter. And don't forget to give number out of 10 to the chapter, and we will meet in another video. And don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the like button. Till then, goodbye. After the awakening ceremony, we see Lu Fan walking through Zhonghai City's old town towards his home. He is very sad about his awakening. At this moment he is looking at his treasure map system where his stats are visible. In his stats, his profession is Dragon Tamer. He is level 10. He has the skill of dragon taming, and he can tame dragon or dragon-type creatures, and his other stats are all unknown. His network is showing 239. Lu Fan recalls the moment when he was standing on the stage after awakening, and how everyone was surprised to see his hidden profession. But as soon as they all came to know that his profession is Dragon Tamer, everyone started talking differently. Everyone present there was surprised to hear that Dragon Tamer, because, according to all this, no human being can tame a powerful creature like a dragon. So it means Lu Fan has a hidden profession, but such a profession is of no use. Some students who do not know about dragon taming are a little confused and ask the students standing next to them why everyone is calling this profession weak. Isn't Dragon Tamer one of the 3 major hidden professions, alongside Dragon Blood Warrior and Davad Invok Mage? The student standing next to him, after listening to him, says that dragon taming is a hidden profession. But most of the people are not able to even find the dragon, leave alone taming it. It's better to become a summoner. The principal standing on the stage, who is already sad, says to RMC with a sad heart, "It's all right, my child. After all, it's a hidden profession with boundless potential. Maybe you can tame some sub-dragon species and become stronger." All this is going on in Lu Fan's mind. That how can he become strong like this? Because without a dragon, how can a dragon tamer have boundless potential? Sub-dragon species are nothing but mere ferocious beasts. They are nothing compared to real dragons. In the 800-year history of the Dragon Kingdom, dragons have indeed appeared, but a dragon tamer who actually tamed dragons has never existed. No matter how powerful humans are, they are like ants in front of dragons. Lu Fan is thinking all these things, that taming the dragon is nothing but a dream, because being a dragon tamer, that too without a dragon, will not allow you to improve your abilities and many other things, and on the contrary, you will not be able to unlock any of your skills. Lu Fan is very sad thinking about all these things because his aunt supports him a lot in his studies, but Lu Fan's dream was to give a good life to his aunt, which he will not be able to do now. While walking, Lu Fan comes near the steam bun shop, which is his home. He did not even realize that he had reached his home. Our MC is very sad at this time, But still he says this with a fake smile on his face while coming inside the house. "Auntie, I'm back." Seeing Lu Fan, his aunt runs straight to him and hugs him, holds his hand and makes him sit at the dining table and asks, "Today has been the most fantastic day of your life." She also asks about Lu Fan's awakening profession. Lu Fan tries to tell his aunt about his profession with a sad heart, but seeing him sad, his aunt understands that Lu Fan is a little worried. She encourages Lu Fan and says that it does not matter if you have not awakened the combat profession. His aunt tells him that if you had gone to fight every day, it would have troubled me even more. However, Lu Fan shouts and says, "It's not like that. I have actually become a dragon. The biggest thing is that I can't do anything without a dragon." Lu Fan looks very sad while saying this. Aunt, hearing this, smiles and hugs Lu Fan again and says, "It doesn't matter if you're a dragon tamer without a dragon. It shows that you are truly strong. If you can get into college in the future, Aunt will continue to support you. If you don't want to, you can join me in running the steamed bun shop." While speaking, both of them feel a little shy and turn the conversation around and say, "Okay, the food is getting cold. Let's eat." Lu Fan also feels shy and says, "This is too much. I can't finish all this." After having food, Lu Fan comes straight to his room where he is trying to sleep, but he is not able to sleep because he is thinking about his aunt at this time. His aunt is only 26 years old, and despite working in the livelihood profession for so many years, there has been no change in their normal life. RMC wants to live a better life with his aunt. There's no way he's out of reach since he became the dragon tamer. RMC is frustrated with himself and is thinking, with a dragon tamer would really be a hidden profession. The only thing wandering in his mind is, where should I go to find the dragon? However, just then a notification comes from the system where RMC has received a treasure map for his first day. RMC will get one treasure map from the treasure system every single day. RMC quickly gets up and sits down. He was a little confused after seeing it. A divine level treasure map on the first day. That's when he remembers, "Oh right, I remember it was called the Super Treasure Map system when it was activated. Today, I only tried its appraisal function and haven't yet explored its core treasure map feature." He can't stop his curiosity and quickly moves his hand to open the reward treasure map. The treasure map that Lu Fan got is classified in 4 categories. First, treasure map, beginner, second intermediate, third advanced, and last one divine level treasure map. Using the system, RMC can combine 3 identical low-level treasure maps into one high-level treasure map. Lu Fan will receive a randomly graded and randomly located treasure map every day. If Lu Fan goes there, he will get a treasure related to his profession, treasures related to the corresponding profession. It is widely recognized that dragon tamer is the weakest profession because taming dragons is impractical. However, as long as RMC can make good use of this system, he has a chance to bridge the gap between the weakest and the strongest. In other words, this divine level treasure map may be his last hope to turn the situation around. Thinking all this, RMC presses the accept button to open the treasure map, because if he gives up now, he will remain at the bottom of society for the rest of his life. Though to mention disappointment to Aunt, "I will definitely go." Thinking all this, Lu Fan opens the treasure map. Inside the map, the location of the treasure is shown in Mount Shi Basin, and the level there is 10 to 20. This area is not far from our protagonist's city. This treasure brings a look of joy to our protagonist's face. He thinks with excitement that if he catches the last suburban bus at night, he can reach there early in the morning. Early morning, Aunt comes to Lu Fan's room, but Lu Fan is not there. He has just left a letter there, in which he has written all his troubles. "That I am going to Mount Shi Basin City. Don't worry for me. This might be my only chance to change the fate of a dragon tamer." The story shifts to RMC, who is currently traveling. After some time, he reaches the area where he has to reach. At this time, a serious look can be seen on Lu Fan's face. The same things are going on in his mind, that "Don't worry about me, I will return soon, and I will make sure we have a good life." At this moment, Lu Fan is standing exactly on the border of Mount Shi Basin, because from here his fate can change. The bus leaves him and moves ahead. However, then a guy pushes him. Lu Fan turns back and sees that there is a girl along with that unknown guy, and the guy who pushed him is much bigger in appearance and has a scar on his eye. The girl who is with that unknown person smiles and says hi to RMC. RMC quickly becomes alert. He steps back a little and starts taking out his cleaver. Friends, if you like the video, then hit the like button and continue watching. But then behind RMC comes another scary old guy. One of his eyes is blindfolded. He puts his hand on our protagonist's shoulder and says, "Hey dude, would you like to come with us?" Lu Fan quickly removes her hand from his shoulder and says, "No, I will not go." Looking at their scary faces, Lu Fan was feeling that these people might be dungeon robbers. The girl standing next to him seduces Lu Fan and says, "Come on, think about it, handsome young man. After this, the old man also says, "Young man, being alone in the wilderness at night is very dangerous." With all these scary faces and repeatedly forcefully asking Lu Fan to come along, Lu Fan feels these guys must be stealing and robbing materials for quite a while. Then the old man asks again with a dirty laugh, "How about it? Have you thought about it?" Hearing this, Lu Fan again comes into fighting position. This time he was serious. He has understood that they figured it out. Although these people are repeatedly asking Lu Fan to go together, but Lu Fan is repeatedly refusing them that I do not need you guys. After saying his words, Lu Fan starts going ahead, but they say to Lu Fan, "Young man, you do not understand the rules of wilderness. The dangers in a night are far greater than you can imagine." Whenever Lu Fan is trying to move forward from here, these people are coming towards him. Seeing them, Lu Fan thinks that I don't have any fighting skills yet, so I should stay away from the fight. Thinking this, Lu Fan lies to them that I am a summoner and do not need companions. If there is a dangerous situation, summoning elemental creatures can solve it. All three of them look at Lu Fan for some time, and then the old man says, "It seems our concerns for your safety were unnecessary, young man." After this, all three of them start leaving from here. The girl comes very close to Lu Fan and whispers into Lu Fan's ear in a seductive manner, "I hope we meet again, handsome boy." Lu Fan is a little angry with her behavior. Then the girl gives a flying kiss to Lu Fan and walks away with her companions. Our MC also wanted to get out of here as soon as possible. He looks at them obliquely and thinks while moving ahead, "Those despicable bastards. Even if it is dangerous in the wilderness, it's still much safer than being stabbed in the back by robbers." Our MC had understood that life without strength is nothing but a fleeting shadow, easily overtaken by the winds of fate. So he decides to reach the location as soon as possible. Lu Fan is moving forward through the dense forest when he sees some level 8 power horn horses. Seeing them, Lu Fan gets a little scared because even though these horses do not attack humans unnecessarily, if they are disturbed then they attack, and if all of them attack together then our MC will not be able to fight them. So Lu Fan chooses another path, yet he has to pass through these monsters. While passing through here, he does not feel safe because at this time he is passing through the giant horn antelope of level 7. While leaving from there, Lu Fan is thinking in his mind that just a little further away and I have come closer to my location. But then his foot falls on a frog, which causes the frog to scream in pain. And the giant horn antelope, who were standing quietly earlier, look at Lu Fan in anger. They all angrily go after Lu Fan. Lu Fan runs away to save his life. He is angry at himself that I finally managed to disturb them. Somehow he saves himself from these herd of antelope. However, the helpless frog could not survive the stampede. At this moment, only one thing is going on in Lu Fan's mind, that I could not handle this timid giant horn antelope in my current state. If I miss this opportunity, my fate will be like this frog. Our MC quickly looks at the map, however he has reached his destination, and he is very happy that he has finally reached there. He looks at the location where there are 2 rocks and a red-colored light is coming out from between those rocks. After looking at the area carefully, he says, "This is indeed the location indicated by the treasure map clue." Lu Fan quickly reaches the middle of the rocks where he sees a black egg with red lines shining through it. Seeing that egg, our hero is very happy that it is the treasure which can change the fate of the dragon tamer. Lu Fan quickly checks the stats of the egg, whose level is still unknown. This egg can hatch at any time and a dragon can be born. The egg has cracked in many places, and due to this red-colored shine, light is coming out. Suddenly RMC becomes alert and hears the sound of a beast behind him. He quickly takes out his weapon. That everything was going well, but it seems that I will not be able to escape from these wild beasts. Lu Fan quickly attacks with his novice cleaver, and the beast catches his cleaver in its mouth. This beast is very angry at Lu Fan. Lu Fan recognizes this beast, that it is a bloodthirsty gray fox. Fox is trying his best to harm Lu Fan, but somehow Lu Fan throws him away from him. Our MC quickly checks the stats of this fox, where its name shows that it is a level 10 beast. It has triple claw, strike, and bloodthirsty recovery among its skills. Experience point is 120. After killing it, its fur is worth 80 dragon coins. After checking the fox's stats, Lu Fan gets worried because triple hit combo of this fox can cause the target to bleed a lot, and it can recover its health quickly with its bloodthirst recovery. Lu Fan is feeling a little angry at himself because he doesn't have any skills to fight this fox. He looks sideways at the dragon egg and thinks, maybe I should wait till the dragon hatches, and as soon as the dragon comes out, I should tame it. At this time RMC had his eyes on the egg, so he did not pay attention to the fox coming towards him, and by the time he pays attention to the fox, it is too late. He cannot escape its attack, and the fox attacks him directly, which directly hits his arm. After this attack, Lu Fan does not stop, but instead he attacks the fox with his cleaver. because he does not want to let this fox use Bloodthirst recovery, and as soon as this fox prepares triple claw strike, Lu Fan is thinking of attacking it. As soon as RMC gets a chance, he attacks the fox. Both their attacks hit each other simultaneously, but then the fox attacks Lu Fan with his other hand. However, this is what RMC wanted. He was looking for this opportunity, and as soon as he got this opportunity, he quickly stuck his cleaver into the fox's neck. As soon as the fox is killed, a notification message comes that you have defeated the bloodthirsty gray wolf. For this he gets 120 XP in reward. RMC is taking a sigh of relief after killing this fox because without skill this fight was a bit difficult for him. However, this sigh of relief is only for a short time for RMC, because from behind the mountain comes the same 3 men who were troubling RMC some time ago. The old man laughs and says to RMC, "You really took it down. How impressive of you, young man." Seeing them there, Lu Fan gets a little angry and says angrily, "Have you been following me? I've already said I won't join you." The girl next to them laughs her dirty laugh and says, "Handsome boy, there's no need to be so nervous, you know. You deceived us, didn't you?" Then that old man also says, "Young man, you clearly said you were a summoner. So why didn't you use any skills? Injured like this." Hearing their words, Lu Fan gets very angry at this time. He angrily kicks the dead fox lying on the ground and throws it towards them and says, "If you want the fur, this fox, then take it, but don't bother me." All 3 of them look at the fox for a while, then the old man, who is their leader, laughs with his dirty smile and says, "Young man, you are very interesting." The fox lying on the ground has been picked up by the old man, saying that this piece of fox fur is only worth 80 dragon coins. "How long must we persuade you to get our share? What we want is not this." All of them had their eyes on the dragon egg and have come to snatch it from Lu Fan. RMC has understood their thought that they have seen me looking at the egg. As soon as they receive orders from their leader, Scarface and the girl reach out to attack Lu Fan. The boy with Scarface attacks Lu Fan with a punch, due to which Lu Fan goes away and falls. Before Lu Fan can even try to stand up, the girl comes near Lu Fan and puts a knife on his neck and says, "Handsome, don't try to move, otherwise you will get scratched." That girl is lying completely on top of Lu Fan, and Lu Fan is worried at this time. After this, the old man comes and says, "Young man, you underestimate the dungeon robber's sense of smell for treasures." While all of them are talking here, the man with the Scarface brings the egg from among the rocks and says laughingly, "Look what I found." Seeing the egg in his hand, Lu Fan gets a little nervous. Oh no, this is very bad. Then their leader orders to kill Lu Fan as soon as he finds the treasure. The girl licks her lips and says, "It's a pity, handsome, but we have to say goodbye." And the old man behind them is very happy to see such a beautiful egg. Lu Fan does not want to let this last chance go by hand, because this is his last chance when he can turn the whole thing around. So he will not let this dragon egg go by hand like this. But suddenly the dragon egg hatches completely and a shadow comes out of it at very high speed. Everyone present there is surprised, because when they look up, there is a huge giant beast present in the sky. All 3 of them do not understand what it is. Seeing the giant beast in the sky, RMC has understood what it is. Meanwhile, the black dragon starts coming at its full speed towards the people standing below. The old man quickly throws a chemical bottle towards the beast. Maybe it is poison. The dragon easily blocks the bottle, and then the scarred face man reaches to attack the dragon with a punch. As soon as the dragon sees that man, it opens its mouth, and within no time the red-colored flame had spread all over the area. And within a few minutes, every part of the man's body starts getting cut and falling on the ground. Seeing this, the old man sits on the ground in fear. The dragon is moving towards him in anger, due to which the old man screams in so much fear that he says, "No, stop, help me quickly." Lu Fan, lying on the ground, is unable to understand anything. He thinks that he had never imagined that a newly hatched dragon could be so powerful. Seeing such power, he understood that there is no doubt why no one has been able to tame the dragon till now. The girl, whose knife is still on Lu Fan's neck, hears this and says, "Dragon, is this a dragon? What you just said, is it really a dragon?" Before the girl could say anything further, she heard the scream of the old man. When she looked back, she did not see any trace of the man's body there. Here this dragon is very happy after eating human flesh. He is looking at everyone with a very foolish look. This girl is very scared after seeing her friends getting killed. She is trembling with fear. Lu Fan quickly takes advantage of this opportunity and throws the girl away from him and says, "The dungeon robber's sense of smell is too dull, attempting to steal the dragon rightfully mine. This is the destiny you've chosen." RMC quickly runs and reaches the dragon and starts using the dragon taming technique so that he can somehow tame the dragon. Robber girl fearfully asks Lu Fan, "Who are you?" At this moment, Lu Fan has a smile on his face because he has tamed the dragon. He laughs and says, "You wanted to know who I am, right? I am not just a summoner, I am a dragon tamer. As soon as the dragon is tamed, its stats also start appearing. Dragon's skills have been unlocked. Dragon Claw, Dragon Fang Strike, Dragon's Inspiration or its skills. The robber girl says in fear, "Leave me, I did not know that there is a dragon egg." However, RMC does not want to leave this girl. He says to her, "Don't know how many people you must have killed, so I will not leave. You, go and join your comrades." The girl fearfully says no, leave me, but the dragon kills her right there. After all the matter is over, morning starts happening. Liu Fan thinks it is finally over. He can't believe that he tamed the dragon. He happily picks up the dragon in his hand. There is only a wave of happiness running through his mind. I truly crossed the gap between the weakest and the strongest. It's 90 powerful right after hatching. I can't even imagine how strong it will be after leveling up. Liu Fan is so happy that we can't describe his happiness. He happily grabs the dragon even more tightly that soon people will not call the dragon tamer title weak. But before that he was wondering what name he should call the dragon. He got confused while thinking of a name because he could not understand what name he should give to this dragon. However, then the dragon started doing something strange, seeing which Liu Fan asks, "What are you doing?" Then suddenly red-colored flames have gathered there. Liu Fan screams loudly because there are red-colored flames all around, and the girl comes out of that red flame. She is the same black dragon who has taken a human form. Seeing the human dragon there, Liu Fan is unable to understand anything. He is confused as to what is going on here. RMC finally finds a dragon egg, which can make his future the strongest. Though he faced some difficulties in his way, but he cleared them and got the dragon egg. But as soon as he found the egg, 3 robbers came and started snatching his egg. But at the last moment, the dragon's egg hatched, and as soon as a black dragon emerged from it, it destroyed all 3 people. And in this, RMC also tamed that dragon. However, in some moments, the black dragon took a human form, which was the human form of a female dragon. The black female dragon is present in front of RMC in human form, and she is watching RMC very carefully. Liu Fan says after seeing the black dragon in human form, it shows that you too can transform into human form. Hearing this, the female dragon only nods, which means she cannot speak. But maybe after increasing the level it will be able to speak in future. The brain of this female dragon is like that of a child because she has just been born. So perhaps she does not have much intelligence. RMC is very happy to finally get a dragon. So he quickly starts checking his stats in the system. First of all, the level of RMC is visible in the stats, which is level 10, and his strength is 55, agility is 53, spirit is 60, and endurance is also 60. And RMC has also got 3 types of new skills: dragon taming, ability to tame dragon-like creatures; dragon claw, transform the arm into a dragon claw. Its strength depends on the current dragon pet; dragon fang strike, mobilize dragon energy to deliver a powerful blow; dragon's inspiration, inspire oneself and the dragon pet, increasing all attributes and attack power by 30%. And the female black dragon that RMC has tamed is a legendary type dragon whose level is still 1. Although our hero's net worth has not changed at all, it is still at 239. RMC is very happy to see his new stats because these stats are enough to surprise him. And in the background the black dragon is jumping and playing innocently like a child. And that's where RMC gets thinking after seeing his stats in the system. Because it happened as RMC thought. As soon as he successfully tamed the dragon, all his skills were unlocked. The dragon's inspiration skill strengthens oneself and the dragon pet, providing a 30% increase in overall attributes and attack power, which far surpasses a priestess buff. Dragon Fang Strike is a high damage attack, whereas Dragon Claw can transform one arm to unleash the damage of the dragon pet, not to mention the black dragon hatchling. Even these attributes are 5 or 6 times higher than that of an ordinary person. Even if RMC acts individually, he can easily crush other combat professionals of the same level. And yes friends, if you want to see more of this chapter, then subscribe to the channel. After this, Liu Fan also checks the stats of the black dragon, where it is written in the contract that RMC has tamed the black dragon, which is legendary grade. Its level is still 1. However, its strength is 342, agility 267, spirit 359, and endurance 337. In terms of skills, she has 4 types of skills, which are something like this. Mighty Jaw Assault, swiftly charges forward and tears into the target, causing continuous bleeding damage. Lava Flame, continuously spurts flames, dealing damage while healing oneself. Black Dragon Heritage, reduce all damage taken by 50%, immunity to all debuffs, and 500% increase in self-recovery ability. Bloodline Connection, provides a 10% attribute bonus to the Dragon Tamer. RMC gets quite surprised after seeing this type of stats and he wonders, I've contracted just a level 1 dragon hatchling, But with skills like these and nearly 400 points in various attributes, not to mention ordinary humans, even a skilled human expert who is 20 levels higher would not stand a chance against me now. What's more, the bloodline connection directly doubles all my attributes. No wonder I felt significantly stronger after successfully taming it. Such stats and powers create a new wave within RMC, and it is as expected from one of the three strongest hidden professions, because no matter how strong a hidden profession is, it has no chance of winning against the dragon race. So without a doubt, Dragon Tamer is the strongest hidden profession. While all these things were going on in RMC's mind, the female dragon was busy eating things that had fallen on the ground. Seeing such behavior of the female dragon, RMC thinks that even though the hatchling has transferred human form, its behavior is still like that of a dragon. However, the female dragon has taken human form, so RMC thinks about its name. A little black dragon born during the night before dawn, Zoe. That's right, I shall call you Zoe. How is it? Hearing this name, the female dragon starts shaking her head with happiness. RMC sees her jumping with joy and says, "It seems you like the name." After this, RMC places his hand on Zoe's head and asks, "Are you hungry?" Zoe hears this and nods her head, which means she is hungry. RMC then smiles and says, "Okay, time to hunt some monsters to feed Zoe." While saying this, Liu Fan has some other thoughts in his mind, like he cannot leave from here like this, because the trial that will determine whether RMC can enter the university is coming soon, and many students will be trying to enhance their qualifications by looking for opportunities outside the prestigious Southern Province Top Scholar Award in qualification for the highest educational institution in the Dragon Empire, which Liu Fan aspired to, is within reach. Yet Liu Fan does not want to take it lightly. Leveling up and mastering skills should be a top priority. After this, he sets out for hunting with Zoe. There is happiness on Liu Fan's face, and Zoe is also happy. While leaving there, he happily says, "Zoe, let's set off and head deep into the Mount Sai Basin. There are monsters there that are even tastier than eggshells." As Liu Fan and Zoe are moving towards deep, then they see that the beast tide is coming towards them at full speed. Seeing the herd of beasts coming towards him, Liu Fan quickly starts checking their stats to see what it is. As soon as he sees about them in the stats, he starts thinking, "Plains hyena. These bastards are more dangerous and tougher than the bloodthirsty gray fox." Then Liu Fan checks the stats of these plains hyenas, where their level was seen to be unranked. And in skills they can use two types of skills. Rending Bite inflicts continuous bleeding damage on the target. Putrefaction inflicts a disease debuff on the target. After killing them, you will get 380 experience points, and their canine teeth materials will be sold for 95 dragon coins. These hyenas are more dangerous than the bloodthirsty gray fox. However, that was the previous Liu Fan. Although he defeated the level 10 bloodthirsty gray fox, he also suffered a lot of injuries. But this time something is different. Last time he was alone and none of his skills were unlocked. But this time Jie is also with him. Seeing so many hyenas, Jie sets out to eliminate them. Seeing this, RMC says, "So this time you want to take the lead." Both Jie and Liu Fan move quickly towards that beast tide. Now, this Moucha Basin is no danger at all for this strongest dragon tamer and his dragon. Absolutely no danger. As soon as they come near the hyenas, Jie quickly attacks them with lava flame, due to which all the hyenas start burning one by one. All these hyenas are dying one by one, whereas here the XP of both Liu Fan and Jie was continuously increasing. Whenever one of the hyenas is dying, either of them is getting 380 XP. In this way, Jie killed many hyenas by burning them in her lava flame, due to which both of them got a lot of XP, and due to this, the levels of both of them also increased. At this time, Liu Fan's level had increased to 11, while Jie's level is continuously increasing. Earlier her level was 1, now it has become 3. However, Liu Fan was not happy after killing these monsters, because he wanted to increase his level quickly. And if he wants to increase his level, then he will have to hunt elite monsters. So he tells Jie to stop and say that we should not waste our time on these small fry, because Liu Fan has felt a powerful monster, so he asks Jie to follow him there. A big guy has been waiting for us for a long time. From the cave we see some eyes that are watching our MC from the darkness, and that monster is slowly coming out of the cave. And as soon as he takes his foot out of the cave, we see his face. It is a 3-headed blood lion. The species of this monster is 3-headed blood lion, and its level is 25. It has 3 types of skills. Roar increases defense and attack. Trample deals significant damage within target range. Triple Flame inflicts 3 instances of fire area damage. After killing it, you will get 23,790 XP. Whereas its materials like Blood Lion Tooth will cost 1,300 dragon coins, and Blood Lion Skin will cost 2,570 dragon coins. Seeing this monster, our MC gets a bit worried that a level 25 monster Typically, it would require a strong team of monster hunters just to approach such a monster. However, RMC is ready to fight this fight, so he asks Xiaoyi to be ready for the fight. Meanwhile, the lion uses his roar skill. All three heads release a huge roar simultaneously, which means his defense and attack power will increase for a certain period of time. Then Blood Lion starts preparing his second skill. He is preparing for Triple Flame, and this skill was still in the progress of charging. Triple Flame gathers fiery breath into fireballs, inflicting 3 instances of fire area damage. Requires some time to charge. However, RMC quickly teams up with Xiaoyi and thinks of interrupting the lion's skill. Xiaoyi quickly uses the flame and RMC rides through the flame and speeds towards the lion. Seeing this, the lion gets completely surprised. One of his heads is surprised. The other 2 are not visible in the image. Perhaps they too are confused as to what is happening. Therefore, he is thinking of progressing his attack as quickly as possible. However, just then Xiaoyi also comes into her dragon form, and as soon as she comes into dragon form, she moves forward to attack with Mighty Jaw Assault. In Jaw Assault, the dragon charges forward rapidly and bites, causing continuous bleeding damage to the target. As soon as Xiaoyi turns into her dragon form, she bites the Blood Lion's head, due to which her Triple Flame gets interrupted. After this, RMC also attacks that lion with Dragon Fang Strike, due to which he falls there and dies. Dragon Fang Strike is a blood-packed bonus of RMC. Using this, RMC can mobilize Dragon Aura to perform a powerful attack with the current weapon. The combined attack of both kills the Blood Lion, and after killing it, RMC gets 30,000 XP, and his level has now become 14. At the same time, Dragon also gets 23,000 XP. Its level has also increased to 9. RMC is very happy to see this, and he did not have much trouble in fighting this fight. Still, Lion was higher in level than Lufin, so he had some trouble, and Xiaoyi standing next to him is completely normal, because this is a common thing for her. Just then a notification comes in the system, and this notification is notification of the activation of the treasure map system, in which it was written that the treasure map for the day has been sent to RMC. RMC thinks after seeing the notification, another treasure map. I wonder what exclusive item for dragon tamers this one will lead to. After thinking this, he becomes very excited and asks Xiaoyi to go on treasure hunting. Xiaoyi also becomes happy after hearing this, and both of them set out with excitement for this treasure hunting. Deep within the Mount Shi Basin, we see some people. This is a party of 3. Perhaps they have also come hunting. One of the girls, who is currently holding a staff in her hand, says to the person in front of her, "Uncle, it's such a rare opportunity. Should we really let it slip away like this?" The person in front, whose name is Sun Jai and his combat profession is a warrior, is looking a little confused after listening to that girl. He says in confusion, "Miss, we don't have a choice, do we? This fortuitous realm requires at least 5 people to activate, and we don't have enough people to open it. I suggest sending Miss Kai back to Shanghai City to bring more people. That way." After this, another girl whose name is Miss Kai and her combat profession is Rogue also says, "That won't work. Even with my agility, a round trip would take a day." And the previous girl's name is Kin Q, and her combat profession is still unknown. She says after listening, "These fortuitous realms appear randomly. Although the rewards are higher than regular dungeons, they only exist for 24 hours. The day is definitely not enough time." Kin Q is very sad for not entering the fortuitous realm because at this time she does not have as many people as she needs. Seeing the sadness on Kin Q's face, Sun Ji says, "Miss, you don't need to worry too much," because Sun Ji also got a little worried after seeing the sadness on Kin Q's face. So he gives some sympathy to Kin Q. "With your strength, as long as you enter one of the top 10 academies, they will definitely provide you with opportunities." Kin Q, hearing this, says indifferently, "Uncle Ji, I know everything you are saying, but it is just such a pity." However, then all 3 of them hear someone coming from behind them. As soon as they feel this sound, all 3 of them quickly come into fighting position, and Sun Ji shouts, "Who is there?" Then we see RMC, who is passing by, and seeing all 3 of them in action, he says in a normal way, "There is no need to be too nervous. I am just passing by." Sun Ji has his sword in his hand at this moment, and he still doesn't believe RMC, so he asks, "Seriously, look at your dirty appearance. Young man, this is not where a material hunter should be." However, Kin Q needs people at this time, and seeing RMC, they stop Sun Ji, and she comes forward and says to RMC smilingly, "Hello, we're from the Kin family in Shanghai City. I'm Kin Q. Though it's a bit abrupt, may I ask, can you temporarily team up with us? You don't need to do anything, just enter the Fortune's secret realm with us. After we succeed, we'll pay you a reward of 100,000 dragon coins. How about it?" RMC stops while passing by, and a word comes to his mind that Fortune's secret realm, and the 100,000 dragon coin brings a slight, confused smile to RMC's face. He starts thinking after listening to them and looking at them. The fortune's secret realm that even the richest family in Zhonghai City, the Qin family, wants to go to. The final rewards must be very rare. Then Qin Q comes to Lu Fan and starts smiling and telling him that yes, what we are saying is right. We just need to gather enough people to meet the requirements of the area. She also tells RMC that he does not need to do anything to get 100,000 dragon coins. All of them have already taken the fourth person in their team. As soon as RMC joins the team, the requirement for the secret realm will be met and the portal will open automatically. As soon as the portal opens, all those people start going towards the portal. Then Sun Jai looks at RMC and says, "This kind of opportunity does not come so easily. So let's hurry up, because the portal is open, but 5 people will be required to enter this portal." RMC then smiles and says, "I am not much interested in money, but we can cooperate according to the rules." Hearing this from Lu Fan's mouth, they stop and start looking at him. Hearing this, Kai says, "You mean you want to allot rewards in secret area based on performance?" "Yes, you are, right?" RMC says this. Hearing this from Lu Fan, Qin Q starts thinking doubtfully. Qin Q's mind is thinking that the average level of all of us is around 20 and he is weaker than us in appearance. So she is thinking that he has too much confidence in himself or is just an arrogant guy. Qin Q currently does not have any 5th member, so she will have to accept this offer of RMC. And it is not a bad offer either. So without thinking anything, she moves her hand towards RMC to cooperate and says, "Since you want to cooperate, let's team up in a cooperative manner." However, to show sincerity, the 1,000 dragon coins that were promised to RMC will still be counted. RMC also joins hands for this cooperation, so it is settled. A team of total 5 members has been formed and the requirement of the secret realm has been fulfilled. After having all 5 members, we can see the happiness on Qin Q's face and she says in excitement, "All right, everyone, get moving, get ready to depart." Hearing Qin Q's words, everyone started walking towards the secret realm and RMC was walking behind. At this time he has not revealed Xiaoi in front of all of them, because revealing Xiaoi's identity to strangers in the wilderness will only create trouble for him, because RMC has already thought about when he has to summon Xiaoi. And this thought is arising in his mind. Then I'll have to trouble Xiaoi to wait until I get the secret rewards before summoning you out. Within some time, all of them reach that secret realm. At this time, everyone has weapons in their hands and RMC is empty-handed. So seeing this, Sun Ji asks RMC, "Kid, don't tell me you're empty-handed without any equipment." "There is no weapon and no equipment." RMC laughs and starts summoning his weapon. The weapon in his hand was being summoned as if fire had been created around him, and within a short time, an ink-type dragon sword comes into his hand. The name of this sword of RMC is Ink Dragon Deer Antler Sword and its level requirement is intermediate. And to use it, the requirement class should be Dragon Tamer and Dragon Blood Warrior. Dragon Blood Armorization. Partial Dragonization increases Dragonization power, and this sword increases strength by 65. And endurance also increases by 30. RMC defeated 3 blood lions a while back in the treasure map he had triggered in advance finally gave him the chance to replace his newbie cleaver. All of them are very alert after coming to this secret realm and everyone has kept their weapons in their hands so that whenever they see any danger, they immediately come into action. And seeing this kind of weapon in the hand of RMC, Sun Ji says, "Kid, this weapon of yours looks extraordinary. I thought you were a material hunter before. At your age, are you just a newly transferred student?" Saying this, there is a little sweat on Sun Ji's forehead. I don't know what he is afraid of. Perhaps he is feeling a little threatened by RMC, or is he afraid because of coming into this secret realm? But he is afraid. Kai is also looking here and there in this entire area so that she becomes alert as soon as there is any danger. Then after listening to Sun Ji, she says, "What does it matter to you? We're cooperating. But if he has any ulterior motives, I'll subdue him immediately." During these talks, suddenly a hand comes out tearing the ground. Sun Ji becomes alert on seeing it, and suddenly a lot of zombies start emerging from the ground. These are level 15 decaying zombies, and they have 620 experience points. Materials, decaying. Poison sac, 256 dragon coins. Skills include grapple bite and corpse poison. Grapple bite entangles and continuously bites the target. Corpse poison, any attack will infect the target with corpse poison, causing continuous loss of life. Targets who die from the corpse poison effect will turn into decaying zombie. All these zombies are coming out one by one tearing the ground, and they were very close to Sun Ji, seeing which Sun Ji is asked to be careful. However, Sun Ji is close to these zombies, so these zombies move towards Sun Ji to attack simultaneously. But meanwhile, Zio Ji, who is a level 20 knight of the combat class, comes there and protects Sun Ji. He quickly attacks those zombies and is charging at them through an energy shield. After this, Kai and Sunji also come into attack position. Sunji praises Zog for his work, and then after this, both Sunji and Kai start attacking those zombies together. Both of them are killing these zombies one by one, and our MC is checking the class and level of both of them, where he sees that Sunji is a level 28 combat class warrior, while Kai is also a level 23 combat class rogue. Seeing such a good combination of all of them, Lu Fan thinks a warrior, a rogue, and that knight guarding the teleportation gate. The team composition is very reasonable, especially with Sunji, a level 28 warrior, about to advance to the second class, and at the same time, Kin-Kyu, who was quiet for a long time, starts using some divine-type skill, due to which divine-type light energy starts rotating around her and her wand starts glowing. Kin-Kyu is currently preparing the skill of Holy Light Star Rain, and as soon as she prepares it, she throws it towards those zombies. Kin-Kyu's Holy Light Star Rain skill gathers energy and unleashes Holy Light Rain down that causes holy damage to enemies within range and provides equivalent healing to allies. As the light falls down, it is harming the zombies while at the same time it is healing the other team members. Our MC is standing from a distance watching this fight, and after doing this attack, Kin-Kyu looks at our MC and smiles and tells him about her skills. This is the characteristic of my class. The hidden class Holy Light Mage can perform both attacks, and of course, the current damage is lower than that of Mage, and the healing is not as effective as priests. Lu Fan also quickly checks Kin-Kyu's stats, where he sees her level is 13 basic, and her combat class is hidden, which is Holy Light Mage. Hearing Kin-Kyu's words, our MC says, I see. Although looking at Kin-Kyu's hidden class, he thinks that it is another hidden class, but its holy damage is very effective against zombies. Just then the ground starts shaking, and everyone gets scared and somehow manages to control themselves. Seeing this movement, our MC has understood that an elite monsters has been alerted, and judging by the sound, it seems that there are quite a few. Many elite monsters emerge from the adjacent walls and ground, all of them in large quantities. This time bloodthirsty zombies have come here whose level is 20 and experience will be 40 points, and their items like Blood Corpse Poison Sac will be sold for 910 dragon coins. In an attack they can use Blood-Sucking Bite, Corpse Poison, and Bloodlust. Blood-Sucking Bite entangles and continuously bites the target, damaging the target while healing itself. Corpse Poison. Any attack will infect the target with Corpse Poison, causing continuous loss of life while healing itself. Bloodlust. Enter a frenzy state, increasing strength and agility by 40%. All these bloodthirsty zombies move together to attack our team. All of them have surrounded Sungi and Zyogia from all sides. Seeing himself surrounded by them, Sungi quickly says, he tells everyone that this is the elite monster and tells Care to protect young lady and that boy. And while he tells Zyogia that Zyogia, come with me to hold the front line. Don't let this rotting flesh break through to the front. Hearing the order, Zyogia replies yes and sets out to attack those monsters along with Sungi. Both of them launch an attack on those monsters together. Sungi quickly goes and attacks a bloodthirsty zombie with a full moon slash, while Zyogia also attacks a monster with a lunge. The attacks of both were powerful, and both the attacks hit at the right place, but their attacks could not do any harm to those zombies. Seeing which, both of them get completely surprised. Both were surprised to see that nothing was happening to these monsters, but at the same time, the attacks they had made had hit the monster's body, but their weapons were not able to come out from there. They were stuck there. Zyogia is confused after seeing this. He doesn't understand what is happening and why he is not able to draw his weapon. The area of zombie where Zyogia's sword was stuck was slowly absorbing Zyogia's sword inside itself. He is trying his best to take out his weapon, but he is not able to succeed in this attempt, and then the zombie uses the corpse poison, due to which poisonous gas starts flowing there. Any attack caused by corpse poison will infect the target with corpse poison, causing constant life loss while healing. Kin-Kyu, standing at a distance, is unable to understand anything after seeing this. She is not able to understand how this happened. Our MC is also standing far away and looks at this and thinks, it's the corpse poison, it requires a priest purified to dispel. Kin-Kyu, as a holy light mage, can't help him. Here the zombie had completely absorbed Zyogia's sword, and now Zyogia's hand is also being absorbed in his stomach. Seeing himself in this trouble, Zyogia, who is very scared at this time and is unable to understand anything, just calls out to Sanji for help. However, Sanji is also facing the same problem. His sword is getting absorbed in the shoulder of a zombie, but he releases his sword, which Sanji understands how to save himself. He quickly releases his sword and runs towards Zyogia and asks him to quickly release his weapon. Zyogia's hand is half in the zombie's stomach, so He goes towards it and pushes it so that Zyojia can free himself from the zombie, and he succeeds in doing so. After rescuing Zyojia, Sanji quickly orders in panic, "Here, come to the front and cover me against the zombies." However, the sound comes just then. "There is no need to trouble her, let me handle it." The one who says this is RMC, who has come into action after remaining silent for a long time. They all look at RMC together, wondering what he is going to do. And here RMC is moving towards those zombies, laughing with his dragon sword. We can see excitement in his eyes, and already shocked 4 look at RMC in confusion. This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part, then don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Cube is a chat. Now what will happen next we will know in the next chapter. We will meet in another video. Till then, goodbye. W.